Hello everyone, myself Dr. S. MOHAMED NAZEER. This class I am going to teach you international economics. In international economics, World Bank. The International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, otherwise called the World Bank, was established in 1945 under the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. The purpose is to bring about a smooth transition from a wartime to peacetime economy. It is known as a sister institution along with the International Monetary Fund. The membership in International Monetary Fund is a prerequisite to become a member of IBRD. If a country wants to become a member of World Bank, that country should be a member of International Monetary Fund. The International Bank for Reconstruction and Development was established to provide long-term financial assistance to member countries. Let's see the objectives of IBRD. Reconstruction and development, encouragement to capital investment, encouragement to international trade, establishment of peacetime economy, environmental protection. Let's see the objectives in detail. To help member countries for economic reconstruction and development. This is the first objective of World Bank. Next one, to stimulate the long-run capital investment for restoring balance of payment problems. The third one, to provide guarantees for loans meant for infrastructural and industrial projects of member nations. This is the third objective, to provide guarantees for loans meant for infrastructural and industrial projects of member nation. The fourth objective is to help war-ravaged economies. What we can say, the economies are affected very largely because of the World War II. So to help this war-ravaged economies transform into peace economies. The fifth objective, to supplement foreign private investment by direct loans out of its own fund for productive purposes. Okay, these are the objectives of International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, otherwise called World Bank. Let's see the lending procedures of World Bank. Loans out of its own fund. The bank can lend the loan. Loans out of borrowed capital, loans through bank guarantee. These are the way providing loans to its member countries. World Bank has changed its development loan strategy and lays more important on financing scheme which directly influence the well-being of the poor nations, that is underdeveloped countries. The amount of agricultural loans has increased more rapidly than in any other sector. So they are concentrating agricultural sector. The bank now also takes interest in activities of development of rural areas such as spread of education among the rural people, development of roads in rural areas and electrification of villages. So they are concentrating the rural infrastructure and agriculture. Let's see the functions of World Bank. The World Bank performs a major role of providing loans for development works to its member countries, especially to develop underdeveloped countries. The World Bank provides the long-term loans for various development projects. Article 1 of agreement states the functions performed by World Bank as follows. So let's see the functions of World Bank. Investment for productive purposes. The World Bank performs the functions of assisting in the reconstruction and development of territories of member nations through facilities of investment of productive purposes. Okay, the World Bank is providing loans to its member countries for productive purposes. It also encourages the development of productive facilities and resources in less developed country. The second function, balanced growth of international trade, promoting the long-range balanced growth of trade at international level and maintaining equilibrium in BOP of member nation by encouraging international investment. So it is the second function of a World Bank. Balanced growth of international trade. The next function, provision of loans and guarantees. Arranging the loans or providing guarantees on loans by various other channels so as to execute the important projects. So member countries can benefit through this provision of loans and guarantees. The next function, promotion of foreign private investment. The promotion of private foreign investment by means of guarantee on loans and other investment made by private investors. The bank supplements private investment by providing finance for productive purposes out of its own resources or from borrowed funds. So the World Bank can borrow the funds and they can finance to its member countries. The next function, technical services. So the World Bank facilitates the different kinds of technical services to its member countries through staff college and experts. These are the functions of World Bank. Let's see achievements of World Bank. The World Bank is said to be successful in achieving its primary objective of reconstruction and development of war-ravaged nations. It helped greatly in reconstruction of Europe after the World War II. It has been providing the developed and developing countries the same treatment in the process of growth. The first achievement of the World Bank is, it is noted that bank membership has increased from initial number of 30 countries to 68 countries in 1960. 1960, only the 68. When the bank is started, only 30 countries are member and 151 countries in 1988. Presently, 189 countries are member in the World Bank. The second achievement of the bank. The bank grants medium and long-term loans, 15 years to 20 years, for reconstruction and development purpose for the member countries. The actual term of loan depends on estimated useful life of the equipment or plant financed. The third achievement. Initially, the World Bank loans were mainly directed at the European countries for financing their programs of reconstruction. They are concentrating on the Europe countries. Later, it changed its development loan strategy and lays more important of financing schemes for poor masses of the developing country. The fourth achievement. The World Bank grant loan to member countries only for productive purposes, particularly for agriculture, irrigation and power and transport. In other words, the bank strengthens infrastructure needed for further development. The next achievement is the International Development Association, IDA. The soft loan window of the bank provides loans to underdeveloped countries at very low rate of interest. So these are the achievements of World Bank. Now I am going to explain the Indian government relationship with the World Bank. So India and World Bank. The name International Bank for Reconstruction and Development was first suggested by India to the drafting committee. The bank name itself suggested by India. Since then, the two have developed a close relationship with each other, from framing the policies of economic development in India to financing the implementation of these policies. The World Bank has given large financial assistance to India for economic development. Special mention may be made of assistance World Bank has given to India in the development of infrastructure such as electric power, transport, communication, irrigation project and steel industry. The World Bank has assisted a number of projects in India. The IFC has identified 5 priority areas, namely capital market development, direct foreign investment, access to foreign market, equity investment in new and expanding companies and infrastructure. They also assisted India in accelerating programs of poverty alleviation and economic development. So the World Bank is giving loan for these programs. until China became the World Bank member. In 1980, India was the largest beneficiary of the World Bank assistance. India is a member of 4 of 5 constituents of the World Bank Group. There are 5 World Bank groups, namely IBRD, IDA, IFC, MIGA, ICSID. Let's see. International Bank for Reconstruction Development, IBRD 1945. International Development Association, IDA 1960. International Finance Corporation, IFC 1956. Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, MIGA 1958. International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute, ICSID 1966. Okay, in this constituents, India is not member. India is one of the founder member of World Bank, IDA and IFC. World Bank assistance in India started from 1948 when funding for agricultural machinery projects was approved. The first investment of IFC in India took place in 1959 with $1.5 million US. India became a member of MIGA in 1994. India has an executive director in the board of directors of World Bank, IFC, IDA, MIGA. In this class, we've seen the establishment of World Bank, objectives of World Bank, functions of World Bank, achievements of World Bank, India and World Bank. Thank you.